Hey, what's up guys, it's Patrick, and this is a guide to Rune Memories. There are no items required for this quest, so to start, go to the underground entrance near the Wizard's Tower that I have circled in red. When you get here, go inside, then go through the door on the other side of the room. Head down the stairs and across the statue. Continue down the stairs, then go through the next doorway. Go to the middle of the room where Ariane is. Talk to Ariane and select the options I have written for you on screen when you get them. When you get a prompt to accept the quest, go ahead and do that, then continue the conversation. Select these new chat options I have written for you on screen when you get them. At the end of the conversation, you get two runes. Use the fire rune on a red vortex and the air rune on a gray vortex. Talk to Ariane again, and when you get the set of options, you can click off the conversation. Go east to the library. Go to the middle of the room. Place the air rune on the northwestern chair and the fire rune on the northeastern chair, which will trigger a cutscene if done correctly. After the cutscene, go back to Ariane. Talk to Ariane and select the options I have written for you on screen when you get them. At the end of the conversation, you get even more runes. Do the same thing you did before. All you have to do is match the colors. The green runes with the green vortexes, blue runes with the blue vortexes, red rune with the red vortex, and gray rune with the gray vortex. Talk to Ariane again, and when you get the set of options, you can click off the conversation. Make your way back to the first room where the Rune Guardian is. The middle of the room will be surrounded by 4 statues. Use the Law Rune on the southeast statue, the Chaos Rune on the southwest statue, the Cosmic Rune on the northwest statue, and Nature Rune on the northeast statue. If done correctly, it will trigger another cutscene. After the cutscene, make your way back to Ariane. Talk to Ariane and select the options I have written for you on screen. On the third set of options, you can click off the conversation. Go into the room to the north. Go into the room to the northeast. Place the Chaos Rune on the big chair and the Fire Rune on the small chair in the middle. If done correctly, it'll trigger another cutscene. After the cutscene, go back to Ariane. Talk to Ariane and select the options I have written for you on screen. On the third set of options, you can click off the conversation. Go into the room to the east. Go to the middle of the room. Put the Chaos Rune on the table, Water Rune in the chair to the southwest, Air Rune in the northwest, Fire Rune in the northeast, and Earth Rune in the southeast. If done correctly, it will trigger another cutscene. After the cutscene, go back to Ariane. Talk to Ariane and select the options I have written for you on screen. On the third set of options, you can click off the conversation. Go back into the room to the east. There are bookcases around the room that you can search. Search them until you find 2 document fragments. After you have the 2 document fragments, go back to the room where Ariane is. Then go into the room to the north. You see how this place is split into 3 rooms? You can find at least a crate or a chest in each room. Search all of them until you get 3 more document fragments and a diary. After you have all 5 document fragments and a diary, read through them, then go back to Ariane. Talk to Ariane and select the options I have written for you on screen. After talking to Ariane, place the runes around the circle using the instructions I have written for you on screen. If done correctly, it will trigger another cutscene, part of which you can skip. After the cutscene, go to the entrance of the wizard's tower. Talk to wizard Eleron and select the options I have written for you on screen. After the conversation, you'll get another cutscene which you can skip. Talk to Ariane. Alright, so this next part is a little confusing, so just listen to me for a minute. If you weren't reading, basically what happened is the souls of the wizards are now trapped inside Ariane, and you have to extract them one at a time using the runes in a very specific order. You probably noticed that the light beam is constantly changing, and not just colors. You see these two pictures I'm showing you on screen? They're both blue light beams, but one is clearly bigger. The size matters too, so I'm going to distinguish them as a small light beam and a big light beam. There's a big and small version for each color. You get some dialogue after each extraction, just go through it to move on. Anyways, let's continue with the quest. So you need to use the Cosmic Rune on the big gray light beam first, and then the Water Rune on the small blue light beam. Since the beam is constantly changing, but you have to do this in a specific order, you have to click on the rune to be prepared and wait for the correct light beam to appear before you can actually do it. Once you've extracted these two souls, you have to go up to the next floor. Now you basically do the same thing. Use the Earth Rune on a small green beam, the Fire Rune on a small red beam, and go up one floor. Once again, you basically do the same thing. Use the Law Rune on the big blue beam, the Nature Rune on the big green beam, and go up one floor. Alright, last time, use the Chaos Rune on the big red beam, and finally the Air Rune on the small gray beam. After that, the rest of the quest is just dialogue. Select the options I have written for you on screen when you get them. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, remember to like, favorite, and subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you guys later. Peace.